とえひとたび敗れるとも命を落とし主を必ず取り戻す。それが我が忍びなれば。
私はかつて修羅を見ました。
不思議に確かにもらい受けた。
久しいなフクロウのせがれよ。
邪魔立てするか巫女の忍び。
狼よ、我が血と共に生きてくれ。
Wow, I am absolutely blown away by that trailer. Sekiro is the most anticipated game of 2019 for me personally. Honestly, at first I was on the fence about being excited about Sekiro or not. I'm a huge Souls fan, and what enticed me to that game was not only the amazing PvE of the game, but the PvP mechanic that it brought to the table as well. It allowed you to interact with other players around the world, test your combat skills, your builds. The huge variety that the Souls series brought to the table is what drew me into the game in the first place. So when they announced that Sekiro wasn't going to have that aspect, I was unsure of how I felt. But after seeing this trailer, I'm sold. I am 100% down. I will be pre-ordering Sekiro. This game looks amazing. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about in this trailer is the many different ways that you can combat a situation. So from what I'm seeing here, you're able to either use the stealth mechanic to sneak up on your opponent, possibly get a critical attack. Your character overall is more agile, so you have much more variety there in terms of combat. You can wall jump, use a grappling hook to escape battle, or just in general move using the grappling hook. So overall, your character is just very agile, and that adds an aspect to the game that I think is going to be exciting to see. Sekiro also introduces a completely new combat system. Normally you would have an HP bar and a stamina bar to manage while combating your opponent. Well, in Sekiro it's a little bit different. You're fighting to knock your opponent off balance. Every enemy, including yourself and all the bosses, all rely upon this posture meter. And in order to take down an opponent, you need to fill their posture meter to knock them off balance and get a critical attack. This combat system is drastically different than that of the Soulsborne combat systems. Normally you would be trying to manage your stamina, outspace your opponent, and punish when it is safe to do so. Sekiro is a much faster paced game. You have no stamina to manage, you can constantly be attacking your opponent, as well as the bosses and enemies constantly be attacking you. So if you make one mess up, this game might punish you a little bit harder than Dark Souls. So I think that's why it's looking to be one of the more difficult games. I also wanted to talk about the variety of weapons that Sekiro brings to the table. So what you're seeing right now is a clip from the first official trailer of Sekiro, and it showcased an axe that was able to break through opponents with high posture meters, maybe opponents that have shields, so it's a great way to get a critical attack off. They also showcased the grappling hook, which you've seen probably numerous times by this point, but it looks like a pretty main feature of the game. And they originally showcased your katana, which is obviously your main offensive weapon that I'm assuming you combat with most of the time. They also gave us a glimpse at a metal shield that might be used to block certain attacks that are normally unblockable. I guess we'll have to see in time. And in the new trailer, a new weapon was showcased that appears to be a spear that can extend and grapple your enemies towards you. This could be extremely useful for fighting enemies that are in packs and drawing them out one by one. The last thing that I want to touch on is how amazing these boss fights look. Also, keep in mind the posture combat system while you're watching each of these fights, and realize that each of these bosses have infinite stamina and are going to be applying insane pressure to you the entire fight. I can see how that is going to be extremely difficult for us to get used to as a Souls community, seeing as we've always based our combat around, dodging, managing our stamina, and punishing the opponent when able to do so. But this is just going to be constant pressure, You're gonna feel it the entire fight, and if you make one error, man, it could spell the end for you. So I think it's gonna be something interesting for us to learn, and I'm super excited about it. And that pretty much wraps up my thoughts on this game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like the new combat system, what your hopes are for the game, just any thoughts that you have, just feel free to share. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Chase the Bro out.